I even give you love from Houston. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Louis Victor is from Malaysia. Ogamba Benson says hi from Lagos. Adewale says Wale from Ikorodu, Lagos, Nigeria. CJ says hi from Atlanta. John Andrea says from Pyongyang, North Korea. I don't know if you're really there, but thank you. Williams from Lekki, Lagos. Thank you very much. Ukeme from Oxford. Solex Nelson says hi, AyoT from Canada. Excellent says hi from Vienna, Austria. Thank you for joining me. John Andrew says, okay, just kidding, Los Angeles, California. Remy is in NY. Jide from Chiba in Japan. Thank you very much. James from Australia. Kelvin Marvel says, good morning, live from Dubai. Good morning to you. Chinwendu Munachi says, good day, AyoT. I almost got my prediction correctly. Munachi from the UK, United Kingdom. I have Latif watching from Ife, Osun State in Nigeria. Thank you very much. Shei is joining from Sydney. We have Roland from New York City in the USA. Stage Music is joining from Boston in the USA. Kule says, much love and support from Milton Keynes. Wow, lots of people from all over the world. Thank you, Adelo from Ireland. Thank you, JB Move from Italy, Torino. Olufemi says hi from Ibadan. David Fonio, greetings from David from Peterborough in the UK. Thank you very much. I see you, Ibinovia from Chicago. I see you, Enyi from Aberystwyth in Wales. Sundays from California. Thank you very much. Casey from Stevenage in the UK. Ebenezer hi from Houston. I have Olu saying hello from Spain. Nathaniel says from Charlotte, North Carolina. Shola from New Jersey in the USA. Ademola is from London. Man, Tempo from Port Harcourt. Lizzie from Abuja. Vincent from Miami. Ike from Chesterfield. Buzlai says hi from UK. Okay, Chuku says from Paris, France. Oh boy, oh boy. I wish I could take everybody. Shola from Halifax. John from Warri. Russia Rattles from Russia. Nakademos from Meduguri. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Busola from UK. Okay, Virginia, Ifeanyi Chukwu is from Virginia. Another person from North Carolina. Richie is from Turin in Italy. Chiedu is from Brampton, Canada. Prince is hi from France. Another person from Russia. Oluwaseun in Regina, Saskatchewan in Canada. Rajo from Ikorodu. Buki from Vancouver, BC, Canada. Oh boy, thank you very much to everyone that is tuning in. If you are new here, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is AyoT. This is Eagle Striker, the home of Nigerian football. This is the post-match show. Nigeria 4, Mozambique 0. We'll get this show on the road very shortly. I just want to appeal to you guys again to please hit the like button. It does a world of good for the channel. Please, please, please take a second to hit the like button. And of course, throughout the stream, you can ask questions, you can give suggestions, you can give your opinion. If you want me to answer your question, if you want me to take your comment on the screen, as I've been highlighting some earlier, please send it with a super chat. Your super chat comments help the channel to keep growing, help us to keep creating content, to keep running the channel, and they are greatly, greatly appreciated however much you are able to support and to give the channel. We appreciate the super chat. So please keep them coming throughout. So Nigeria just won, so we should be in a happy, generous mood. So guys, please let the super chats flow into this program. We have a super chat goal. If we can hit that goal during the show today, it would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, let me get into it for today. As always, I'll start by giving you guys a rundown of what happened in the game, what I thought, and then I'll give my match ratings, and then I'll give you guys a chance to tune in. I want to say, if you are watching me on other social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, X, if you're on Facebook, please make sure that you tune in on YouTube. YouTube is where I would be able to see your comments. YouTube is where I will be able to bring you on the show. And YouTube is where you're going to enjoy the full stream, you know, in the way that it's designed to be consumed. So please, if you are watching on Instagram, Facebook, X, make sure that you join us on YouTube so that you can enjoy the full stream the way it is supposed to be. I cannot see your comments on the other platforms. So please, please, please make sure that you join us on YouTube. Thank you very much. Okay, let's kick things off. Nigeria 4, Mozambique 0. Eric Shell, his lineup was very, very similar to what was expected, what I expected. If you watch my post-match show, I said I would have gone with two in the midfield, but I also said I wouldn't be surprised at all if he thinks about the counter-attacking threat of Mozambique and then plays Onyeka in midfield, and that's exactly what he did. He went with a familiar side. Bali was in goal. We had Bruno from the left, Osai Samuel from the right, Ajayi and Bassi in the center of the defense. In midfield, we had Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi, and Alex Iwobi, and then in the attack, we had Ademola Lookman, Akor Adams, and Victor Osimhen. Strong lineup, three in midfield. Early goal for Osimhen was ruled out for offside. It was clearly offside before people say that the referee just disallowed us a goal. No, it was clearly offside, but that would have been a fantastic start for the Super Eagles. But it wasn't, it was a sign of things to come. It wasn't something that bothered us in the end. We also had an early chance that was well saved by Anani in the Mozambican goal. He did quite well in this match, despite conceding was it the one that considered, or was it the sub goalkeeper that considered the fourth one? But despite considering a bunch of goals today, I thought Enani, in the Mozambican goal still had quite a decent game. We had a corner kick that Ajayi headed towards goal, but it was cleared off the line. Again, from the moment the game started, the Super Eagles were showing their dominance. The Super Eagles were showing their quality. You could tell that Nigeria came to play, and like I rightfully said in my pre-match preview of the game, I knew that the Mozambicans were going to come and try to soak up pressure and try to hit us on the break. They know that man for man, they just cannot match the quality. But they were hoping that their outlets, their quality players will be able to give them an opportunity in this game. Bruno Yemechi put in a good ball into the box. That caused some chaos. Lookman had a rebound. The shot was well blocked. Osimhen also had another chance of a rebound. And then it was blocked for a corner kick. Mozambique had their first real counter-attack about maybe in the 19th, 20th minute of the game, but it was dealt with very, very well by the Super Eagles defense. And then just shortly after that, Alex Iwobi played a delicious pass to Akor Adams on the left side of our attack. Akor Adams cut it back, and Ademola Lookman scored the opener for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in the 20th minute of the game. Ademola Lookman on fire, absolutely on fire in this tournament. Ademola Lookman has already matched his goal contribution tally from the last AFCON. So he's having a fantastic, fantastic tournament so far. He opened the scoring for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And once that first goal went in, I just had this feeling that, okay, now it's time for the goals to flow. Even though I thought it was going to be a comfortable victory anyway, but once that first goal went in, it's one thing that when you're a favorite in a game, there's always that tendency to feel like, okay, we haven't scored yet. What's happening? We haven't scored yet. But when you get an early goal, a fairly early goal in 20 minutes of the game, it just settles everything and just makes you know that, okay, now the boys just have to keep playing their game and the result is going to come, especially because it's a knockout game. And Mozambique, once they considered, they can't afford to just pack the bus the entire game because they have to score if they want to go through. And honestly, in a knockout match, losing 1-0 and losing 3-4-0, it's pretty much the same thing. You're still going home. So you might as well try. They just didn't have the quality, but they tried. And then it was another beautiful, beautiful ball by Alex Iwobi that reached Lookman on the left side of our attack once again. Lookman was very good with those runs from the central areas, moving into the left side of the attack. And then he put a crossing into the box. Akor Adams just got the slightest of touches, the slightest of deflections on the ball. And then Victor Osimhen was on hand at the far post to tap in and make it 2-0 to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. At this point, we were absolutely cruising. We were absolutely flowing. Everything was going very, very well. Osai Samuel then later put a cross into the box for Victor Osimhen, who headed wide. But again, the Super Eagles remained in full control of this one. And at halftime, it was 2-0 to Nigeria. But honestly, it could have been 3. It could have been even more than that. Mozambique didn't have any chance at our goal, really. You knew that the Super Eagles were in control, and you could kind of see that it was just a matter of coming out for the second half, doing more of the same, and you knew that 1 or 2 more goals would come and the Super Eagles would get the victory. And that was to be the case because right after the halftime break, Alex Iwobi again found Ademola Lookman, and then Ademola Lookman's cross was tapped in at the far post by Victor Osimhen. A very, very, very quick start to the second half, and it was 3-0 to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Osai Samuel had a good chance from a cutback by Ademola Lookman. Again, Lookman at the heart of everything that Nigeria is doing going forward, and Alex Iwobi as well. But Osai Samuel's shot went just wide of the target. I feel like he could have or should have done better with that shot, but he narrowly went wide. Still 3-0 Osimhen and Lookman. Now, I noted this here because obviously people have been talking about it in the comments, and we saw it carry on, during the game. Osimhen and Lookman got into a little bit of an argument on the field. I'm not sure exactly what Osimhen was upset about. Maybe he felt like Lookman should have passed to him, but Lookman didn't play the pass. I wasn't in the moment. I wasn't really sure how I felt about that. In one sense, it's like you're winning 3-0 and you're getting into an argument on the field with your teammates over a decision that you felt like didn't go your way in terms of the decision that your teammate took to maybe shoot or pass to somebody else instead of giving you the ball. And I'm like, okay, I like the passion, I like the energy, I like the determination, I like the fact that you still care enough to to want to get into an argument. Again, not every argument is hostile. I've played football, never at the AFCON, never at any professional level. But even when I play football and we play tournaments, sometimes I get into arguments with my teammates, and we have the understanding that I'm not vexed at you. Like, it's not as if I'm vexing. It's just in the moment, I'm into it, I'm passionate about it. I think you should have done something or you should not have done something. And on the field, when you are in the flow of the game, honestly, it's very hard to go and be talking softly to your player. It's like your blood is flowing, so it's very easy for your passion to come out and for it to look like you're shouting or an argument. So when that happened, I was like, I don't know how I feel. But again, I appreciated the passion of it. But I also will say it's not a great look at this highest level. It's not a great look for your star players, especially because they are the two star players. For them to be on the field upset at each other, somebody yelling, somebody walking away, gesturing, all these things, it's not the best look. But again, if you've played football before, you know that these things can happen. You know that these things can happen. Again, they will go into the locker room. The coach will talk to them. The coach will talk to them. He will let them know that that's not something that should be happening. Whatever the feeling is, again, even if maybe you shout once, it's not something that should drag on. It's not something that should carry on. Victor Osimhen already has this connotation around him of not being a calm head and not being very cool. And then I think shortly after was when Osimhen started signaling to be subbed off. So was he that frustrated that he didn't want to play the game anymore? I don't know. I don't have the full details of it. Like I said, in one sense, I like the passion, I like the energy. In another sense, it's not a good look at all, and it's not something that you want or you expect to be happening at this level in a tournament, especially when you are smooth sailing, especially when you are cruising in the game, especially when you are going to the next round of the tournament. So I think Eric Shell will talk to the both of them, talk to Victor Osimhen, especially because Osimhen was the one who was upset. And they should, apologize. Osimhen should apologize to Ademola Lookman for what happened in moments. I want to believe that it was a heat of the moment action, and he doesn't mean any harm. So I think if Eric Shaw talks to the both of them, if Victor Osimhen apologizes to Ademola Lookman, I don't know if Lookman said anything on towards to Victor Osimhen, whatever the case may be, but I think Osimhen definitely should apologize. Maybe or maybe not, there is something for Lookman to apologize for, but I think that it's something that will be settled, by the end of today, latest tomorrow, and we shouldn't have this affect us at all as we move forward in the tournament. Again, Osimhen is a hungry guy. Osimhen is a passionate guy, and he makes mistakes sometimes. And I think this is a mistake that he made. A lot of people are not happy with it because, again, we know that he's had a series of behaviors like this in the past. But I don't want this to throw any spanner in the works. We are having a fantastic tournament. The last thing that we need is for our two star players to start fighting each other, to be upset with each other, for it to cause chaos in the locker room, for it to dismantle our fantastic chemistry that we look like we have right now. So yes, not the best behavior from Victor Osimhen. I think that he should apologize. I think that the coach should talk to the both of them. They should understand that at this level, in a competition like this, we cannot afford for things like that to be happening on the field. Maybe in training, you can get into an argument in training. It happens, but not during the game, not when you're winning 3-0, not when you're going to the current tournament, not when everything is going so well. So yes, those are my thoughts on that for now. Let me continue with the rest of the game. We had a corner kick. Osimhen got ahead on it, saved easily. Like I said, after the incident with Ademola Lookman, shortly after Osimhen gets subbed off, you would have thought that Osimhen would want to stay on the field and score a hat-trick. He didn't look to be hurt. He didn't look like anything was wrong with him. He just wanted to sub off. Whatever happened, I don't know how it could have gotten him that frustrated or that upset. But look, that opened up the opportunity for Akor Adams to get his goal. Akor Adams moved into the central position after Victor Osimhen went off. And if you watched my last post-match show, after the game against Uganda, what did I say? After the game against Uganda, what did I say? I said Akor Adams will get his goal. I said it after the game against Uganda. I said Akor Adams is such an intelligent player. He's playing so well. He's very good on the ball. He's making fantastic runs. He's making fantastic passes, and he will get his goal. And lo and behold, another Ademola Lookman assist. Man, you have to give credit to Ademola Lookman. Another Ademola Lookman assist, but this was all Akor Adams. Faced off 1v1 against his defender, shimmied him a little bit. I think he did one step over, put it on his right foot, and he blasted that thing into the roof of the net. No chance for the goalkeeper. A fantastic goal, the best goal of the game. And Akor Adams gets his goal, his third goal for Nigeria, his first goal at the AFCON. Akor Adams is a baller. And I'm happy for him. I'm so happy for him. I know Akor Adams. I speak to him fairly often. He's a very nice guy, very humble guy who had just been waiting for an opportunity for the world to see him. And now I'm happy that Nigerians have seen him. Nigerians know his name. The rest of Africa has seen him as well. And hopefully he keeps playing like this throughout this tournament and throughout his Super Eagles career. A fantastic, fantastic one. And after this, a string of changes started happening. You know, the coach brought on the likes of Samuel Chukwueze, the likes of Moses Simon, you know. And ultimately, we kind of just wanted to see out the results at this point. We just wanted to see out the results. So nothing crazy happened again. I think Simon had a chance towards the end of the game. It was saved. But yes, we won this game comfortably, very, very comfortably. In my pre-match show, I said I think maybe the Super Eagles might concede a goal because we've just been finding a way to concede throughout the tournament. But it did not happen today. We definitely did not concede. I'm happy that we've kept our first clean sheet of the tournament against Mozambique. And this performance, you know, to put it in context, Mozambique only lost against the Ivory Coast 1-0. They only lost against Cameroon 2-1. And then they play against Nigeria thinking that they have a solid compact defense and they get smacked, absolutely smacked 4. And it could have been 5, it could have been 6, it could have been 7, you know. So for me, fantastic one. Fantastic performance. You know, kudos to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, man. What a win it was. I have a super chat comment here. Thank you for the first super chat of the evening from Excellent Paul. He says, Iwobi, my man of the match. Thank you, Excellent Paul. 10 euros super chat. I appreciate it. Guys, keep the super chats coming, man. Keep the super chat so that I can highlight your comment on screen and hear what you have to say or answer any question that you might have. Thank you, Excellent Paul. He says Iwobi, he's man of the match. And speaking of man of the match, let me get into the individual performances and give my match ratings for today. In goal, we had Stanley Nwabali. Nwabali played 90 minutes and made a total of 0 saves in the entire game. He did not have anything to do, really. He made 2 claims of the ball in the box. His passing was fairly accurate with 72% of his passes completed. I mean, I can't rate him high, but I also can't rate him bad. I'll give him an average 6.5 out of 10. He wasn't worked at all. He wasn't tested at all in this game. The Super Eagles defense did very well. And getting into that defense, I'll start from Bruno Emechi on the left side. Played 90 minutes, you know, didn't win any of his tackles, but made 1 interception, made 1 clearance, and won 5 ground goals. Only 1 of his 5 crosses hit the man, but he put in some good crosses. I think he had 1 bad cross from a free kick, but he had some other crosses from wide areas that went into the box in dangerous positions and nobody just could get on the end of it. Also completed 1 dribble, also had 1 shot that was blocked, and most of his passes were accurate. Bruno didn't really do anything amazing in this game. He wasn't as good as he has looked in the past matches, but he also wasn't bad at all. It's just because there wasn't that much for him to do. You know, the whole team defended very well. The midfield played very well, and it was a fairly comfortable game for him. I'll give him a 7 out of 10 for today's game. Calvin Ugelumba Bassi, he was the one guy in the defense that I think really showed his defensive prowess in today's game because he was on hand to deal with all the counter-attacking threats that Mozambique thought that they had. He made 2 tackles. He won those 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 clearances, 1 block, and 6 duels won. Calvin Bassey is so strong, so solid, so composed. He can drag and he can drive forward with the ball. Calvin Bassey is just a baller. There is no other word to describe him except he's a baller. He's just very, very good. If you're not sure, go and ask Erling Haaland. Yes, he got a yellow card towards the end of the game. Didn't need to. Was a fairly silly yellow card. But I don't think that this affects him because I know that he has 2 yellow cards now, one in the last game against Uganda and this one. I have to confirm if 2 yellow cards as of the round of 16 means that he misses the quarterfinal, or it's 2 yellow cards. I don't know if he resets in round of 16. I have to confirm that with the rules. If he misses the next game, then that was a very silly yellow card to concede. But I want to believe that he should be fine for the next game, and the tally would have reset after the group stage. If anybody is sure, please let me know in the chat as well. But I don't think it should carry over, and I hope that it does not carry over. But Calvin Ugelumba Bassi thought it was fantastic today. The times that he needed to defend, he defended well. He showed his strength, he showed his composure, he drove the team forward. I give Calvin Bassey a 7.5 out of 10. A 7.5 out of 10. Good performance by Calvin Bassey. Shemi Ajayi in the defense, 2 interceptions, 6 clearances, 2 duels won, 1 chance created. Shemi Ajayi was quite good today, but again, didn't have the busiest of nights at all. You know, the Mozambican attackers just didn't come at us as much because Calvin Bassey was dealing with them. So I'm going to give him credit for that as well. I'll give Shemi Ajayi a 7 out of 10 in today's game. And then Bright Osayi Samuel. Look, this is where I'll give credit to Bright, but I'll also give credit to Eric Shell, because in the past, we've seen Bright Osayi Samuel not venture forward as much. You know, I think even in the first game against Tanzania, we even had Shemi Ajayi operating more on the right side than Bright Osayi Samuel. But today, the coach understood that the major threats that Mozambique have is from their right-hand side, our left-hand side. So it meant that Bruno was the one that probably has to do more of a defensive job. And he gave the room for Peseiro Samuel to occupy that right side and to get into the attack as much as possible. And today, I was happy that I was able to see more of that attacking side of Bright Osayi Samuel. You know, he still won 2 tackles. He made 1 interception. He won 6 duels. He created 1 very good chance, you know, and he had 1 shot or 2 shots. He could have done better with them, but still, I was happy with the fact that he was able to get into the attack more. He was able to be more of a presence on that right side. And yeah, I thought he did quite well today. I give credit to Peseiro Samuel. I'm also going to rate him a 7 out of 10. You know, this is probably, in my opinion, maybe his best game so far at the AFCON. Yeah, I think this is his best game so far at the AFCON, Bright. You know, so I give credit to him for the performance that I put on that right side today. Okay, moving on to the midfield. Very quickly, moving on to the midfield. We had Frank Onyeka. Frank Onyeka created 2 chances for us today, was accurate with 95% of his passes, only had 2 bad touches in the entire game, and he won 6 duels. He was running around, he was trying to do the dirty work. Wasn't as clean as we've seen Frank Onyeka at times in the past. Unfortunately, he got a yellow card as well in today's game, but I definitely wouldn't fault him for the performance that he put in. I thought he did okay. You know, I'll give him credit. I think I'll give Frank Onyeka a 6.75 out of 10 in today's game. Maybe not quite as good as the defenders, but I thought that his midfield presence was good. You know, Onyeka and Ndidi allows Iwobi to dictate the game and have a little bit more freedom. It also makes Ndidi not to have to work as much, so Ndidi is able to give us that consistent level of performance for the entire 90 minutes versus maybe him getting tired after 60. So Frank Onyeka, credit to him for the performance that he put in today. I'll give him a 6.75. Wilfred Ndidi, also in the midfield, played 83 minutes before he was replaced by Raphael Onyedika. Wilfred Ndidi had 1 shot that was, we know how Ndidi shots typically go. no disrespect to him. 1 tackle, made 3 interceptions, won 7 duels. But again, just always a midfield presence. You know, some things that don't go on the stat sheet, I think maybe when the ball is coming and then he shields it out of play, he shields it for a teammate of his to get the ball. He just controls the game. He doesn't allow anything to get past him in that midfield. I always give credit to Wilfred Ndidi. I always like the work that he does. I think Ndidi is one of those players that maybe the stat sheet doesn't always allow him to get the credit that he deserves. So that's why you have to actually use your two eyes and watch the game and see what he's offering. I give Wilfred Ndidi a 7.5 in this match. I thought he was very good in that midfield. I thought he played a fantastic game and did his job. Again, also got a yellow card. Maybe could have avoided it, but when you're a DM, it's something that can happen. It's something that can happen. Alex Iwobi in that midfield. Talk about a quarterback. Who's the greatest quarterback? Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Who I don't watch that much NFL. Aaron Rodgers. Whoever your favorite quarterback is, that is Alex Iwobi. That is Alex Iwobi. Iwobi, man. Again, one thing that I love is that by the grace of God, God is going to keep me to live a very long life. So I'm going to have a history of different things that I've said. And sometimes when I say certain things, in the moment, people disagree with me. I have some people that tell me, oh, I don't even know football. Oh, I'm a bad, analyst. I'm a bad pundit. I'm a bad whatever. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. It happens all the time. But one thing that ends up proving me right most of the time, I'm not perfect. I get things wrong. Don't get me wrong. I get things wrong sometimes. But time, 90% of the time proves me right. When I told people about Alex Iwobi and they should cut out the criticism, and this is what Alex Iwobi can do. Back in the days, in previous years, they told me I did not know what I was talking about. I was defending these players too much. Oh, look at Alex Iwobi. He's so experienced. He has 80-something caps for Nigeria. How many goals has he scored? How many this one? How many that one? He did this, he did that, he did not do that. But look at Alex Iwobi and look at the way he's playing. Today again, goal assist, he had none. But his hand or his footprint was involved in 3 out of the 4 goals, I think. The way he was quarterbacking the play, the way he was driving the team forward, the way he was releasing Ademola Lookman with those passes that split their midfield and get the ball straight to our attackers. Alex Iwobi is a baller. Iwobinho for a reason. Yes, he might not be the guy that is going to do 10 step overs and dribble past 3 players and all of that. But boy, the guy is a baller. The guy is a baller. The way he dictates the play of the game, he's the one that controls the tempo for the Super Eagles. If Alex Iwobi wasn't there, nobody can do the job quite the way he does it. I'm not saying that there are other players are not good or will lose if Iwobi is not in the team. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying the way Iwobi dictates the play, the way Iwobi controls the game, the way Iwobi plays those passes to the forward players, nobody else can do it. We have to give credit to Alex Iwobi. Look, sometimes you don't know what you have until you lose it. And I promise you, when Alex Iwobi eventually retires from the Super Eagles of Nigeria, we'll be looking back and saying, damn, I remember the days we had Alex Iwobi in this midfield. A fantastic display today. 2 chances created of his own. 87% pass completion. He had 2 shots. One was on target. Just an all-round fantastic midfield assist performance. Didn't get the assist, but like something we said, kept on reiterating on commentary throughout the game. He was getting the pre-assist, creating the chances without being the one to play the final ball. I give Alex Iwobi so much credit for today's game. I'm going to give him an 8.5. I thought he was fantastic. I really liked his performance. 8.5 for me for Alex Iwobi, man. Fantastic performance. Moving on. Ademola Lookman. Everybody, look what the Lord has done. Ademola Lookman is such a blessing to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He is such a blessing. The guy is so good. Oh my God. Ademola Lookman is such a baller. Involved in everything that we do going forward. Ademola Lookman is always involved. Whether he gets the goal himself, whether he gets the assist, whether he doesn't get the assist, he is just in the mix of what we have going forward. Also takes our set pieces, so we can't take that away from him. Ademola Lookman is, if we're able to get to the final, let's say we get to the final of the tournament, Lookman is the AFCON MVP. Right now, I think the person that is going to drag him is, what's this Moroccan boy called? Brahim Diaz. That's who might be dragging him for MVP as of today. But remember, if Nigeria should reach the final, it means that Morocco did not reach the final because we're on the same side of the bracket. So that's why I say if we get to the final of the tournament, Ademola Lookman is the AFCON MVP. He's the AFCON MVP. If we get to the final of the tournament, Ademola Lookman is the AFCON MVP because so far, I even put him ahead of Brahim Diaz so far. But of course, if Morocco go further than Nigeria, Diaz will probably be involved, and that would, is that the tournament is being played in Morocco. If Morocco gets to the final, Diaz is their best player. They'll probably put him there. But Ademola Lookman is playing so well, involved in every single thing that is happening. Today, he got 1 goal, he got 2 assists. He created 7 chances. Ademola Lookman created 7 chances today. Could have easily got more assists. 7 chances today. 7. What a baller. What an absolute baller. He carried us at the last AFCON. This AFCON, I wouldn't use the word carrying, but he is leading us. He's leading us. He's the one driving the team forward. I'm happy for Osimhen that Osimhen is getting his goals. But Ademola Lookman has shown that we are not Osimhen FC. That's what we're thinking before. If Osimhen no play, we know nobody will score. That's what we're thinking. But we are not Osimhen FC. We are Osimhen and Ademola Lookman. I'm joking. We are Super Eagles, and everybody can contribute. And Ademola Lookman is contributing at a high level. So we have to give him credit for that. Fantastic one, Ademola Lookman. Man, what a performance today! Look, I'm going to do something that my match rating for Ademola Lookman. 9.5. 9.5. My match rating for Ademola Lookman. I'll save that 0.5 for when somebody scores a hat-trick and get an assist or something crazy to that kind of performance. Ademola Lookman, I'll give him a 9.5 out of 10. A near perfect performance. 7 chances. You know what it means to create 7 chances in one game? 7. And still score a goal on top of that. What a baller. And he was still working defensively. You could still see the effort that he was putting in defensively. Look, Ademola, whatever you want to eat tonight, they must give you. Whatever you need to be comfortable. If they are staying in double room in the hotel, they should put Ademola Lookman in a single room. What a baller. What a player. A fantastic performance, man. Fantastic performance. So delighted with him today. Let's move on to the other 2 strikers. Victor Osimhen. Of course, scored 2 goals. Well taken goals. I have to give him credit for that. He had 5 shots in total, scored 2 goals. 3 of his shots were on target. Only had 18 touches of the ball in the entire game. Now, I'm not defending him, but maybe this is also why he was a bit frustrated because he wasn't getting enough of the ball. But he had 18 touches of the ball in the entire game, 2 well-taken goals, 5 shots in total. It was a good performance by Victor Osimhen. I have to give him credit for that as well. Today, he did not create any chance like he did previously. Defensive contributions, only 1 defensive contribution. He made 1 clearance. But I will still give Osimhen his credit. He was a constant thorn in the sides of the Mozambican defenders. Almeida was trying to defend quite well, but Victor Osimhen was getting better of him. He was making good movements. Osimhen maybe just needs to learn how to be in better positions and avoid offside a little bit. But I'm giving Victor Osimhen for today's game. I'm giving Victor Osimhen an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. When you score 2 goals, probably if he stayed on the field, probably could have scored a hat-trick. Again, we were a little bit distracted by the bust up that he had on the field and starting that argument. But his performance, his football that he actually played, he had a good football performance, and I give him credit for that. Sometimes you can look at it and say it was a tap-in, it was an easy finish. Yes, it was, but why is Osimhen the one that is in that position? It's intelligence. It is anticipation. Some of the best strikers in the world, they score so many tap-ins that is just incredible. But it's about the anticipation. It's about just guess. It's almost guessing but is an educated guess of where the ball is going to land, of where the ball is going to be delivered to, of where the ball is going to fall, and just being the one there on hand to finish. And that's what he did today. The first one was fairly comfortable. Osimhen scores at 9 times out of 10. The second one, same thing, but still a good performance. I'm giving Osimhen an 8.5 match rating for today's game. And then Akor Adams, my boy. Akor Adams. Look, roll the tapes. You can roll the tapes. Check the records. I've been talking about Akor Adams since he was in Norway. When he was playing for Lillestrøm, when probably 500 people that are watching this stream had never heard of him. On this channel, I've been talking about this boy. I knew that he would do this one day. And even after the last game, I told you guys, Akor Adams' goal is coming. And today, another fantastic performance. 1 goal and 2 assists. Yes, you might say one of the assists was fortunate for the ball to just deflect off of him. I'll give you that. But the other 1 goal and 1 assist, fantastic. The goal, especially the pick of the bunch, the best goal of the night. Akor Adams, his runs off the ball, his movement on the ball, his effort on the field, his pressing, his communication, everything that he does, such a selfless player. And see, play for the team. Just play for the team. There's a saying, I'm not sure who made the saying, but he said, play for the badge on the front of the shirt, and people will remember the name that is at the back of the shirt. And that's exactly what Akor is doing. He's playing for Nigeria. He's playing for the team. And by virtue of doing that, we are going to remember his name that is on the back of the shirt. Akor Adams, long may it continue. Fantastic performance today. Fantastic goal. I give him a 9 out of 10 match rating. What a game. And I look forward to seeing what he does in the next round against Algeria or the Democratic Republic of Congo. Fantastic performance. Fantastic one. I wouldn't rate the substitutes because the substitutes came on late in the game. Probably the only person that I can rate if I wanted to is Osimhen, who played 22 minutes, had 1 shot on target that was well saved, completed 1 out of his 2 dribble attempts, maybe give him a 6.5, just average performance. But the rest of the substitutes, they came on and played only 6-7 minutes, so I wouldn't really rate them. But the coach, Eric Sekushel, look, I lift my cap for you, Eric Shell. I lift my cap for you. Yes, I know it was Mozambique, but you can only beat who is placed in front of you. And Eric Shell is doing a fantastic job. He's getting his formation right. He's getting his lineups right. He's giving the right instructions to his players. And they're doing a job. He just won 4-0 for crying out loud. Finally kept a clean sheet. 4-0 win. How can I come and say anything negative about the coach today? How can I come and say anything negative about the coach today? He just won the game 4-0. He's in the he's in the quarterfinals of the tournament. His team is still flawless in the tournament so far. Eric Shaw, I give you an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I saved the remaining 2 points for when you do it against a big team. But a fantastic performance. I cannot say anything wrong about him. Formation, got it right. Tactics, got it right. Setup, got it right. Instructions for the players, got it right. Getting the players to show commitment, the man management, got it right. Substitutions maybe came late and could have come earlier, but he made the right substitutions eventually. Eric Shaw, man, kudos to you, man. You are doing a great job. I give you credit for that. We can pick and nitpick and look at, he could have done this, he could have done this, could have done that. But the man won 4-0, man. His team is playing like the best team in the tournament so far. So kudos to Eric Shaw. Of course, we're still waiting for the likes of Usman Mohammed, Ebenezer Akinsomiro, Amas Obasoge to get minutes in tournament. Cyril has gone home. Unfortunately, he's missing the rest of the tournament. But yeah, most of the team has been involved so far. So Eric Shaw is doing a fantastic job, and I give him credit. Look, final is the bare minimum. The trophy is the goal. But 4 games in, fantastic display by the team. 4 games in, fantastic display by the team. I give credit to everyone involved. I give credit to the players. I give credit to the coach, the entire backroom staff. They are doing a really good job, and I hope that it can continue like this throughout the tournament. Those are my thoughts. 4-0 victory for the Super Eagles of Nigeria over Mozambique is a fantastic, fantastic one. I have some super chat comments here. Let me just take them very, very quickly. Thank you to everyone that's leaving super chat and supporting the channel. I really appreciate. I have this one is there's no comments. It's just support from Adelaw 2283. Adelaw, thank you very much for your support. Your super chat is greatly, greatly appreciated. Fine Chuko is asking, can you update us on the status of Bassi? He said Biggie Bassi and Big Wilf's yellow card status. So like I was saying earlier, I don't believe that the yellow cards carry on from the group stage to the knockout round. So I think that they will be fine. Also, while watching the game, when they got the yellow cards, the commentator didn't say anything about them missing the next match. So I want to believe that there's nothing to worry about. And I know some people in the chat also said it doesn't carry over. So I think that they should be fine. But yes, I want to say thank you to you for that super chat comment. Ifeanyi Chuku, very, very much appreciated. Guys, keep the super chats coming. If you want to ask a question, if you want me to highlight your comment on the screen, there's a question that you want us to have. A lot of people are talking about Osimhen. Send me super chat so that we can get into that as well. But at this junction, if you want to call into the stream, if you want to call into the show, you want to share your thoughts on the game, each person gets 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to share your thoughts, whatever it is that you felt, anything about the match, feel free to talk about. If you want to look forward to the next match, we don't know who our opponent is yet, so we can only talk about it in abstract, but feel free to use your time however you wish, and then we'll see how many callers that we get, and we'll wrap up for today. Thank you very much. If you are yet to hit the like button, please do so now. And if you are new here and you are still wondering whether or not to subscribe, you've been here for almost 1 hour, you're not enjoying it. Subscribe. There's more to come. Long may it go. Hopefully the Super Eagles win the tournament so that we'll do this for the entire AFCON tournament. But yes, please, if you are new here, subscribe. Thank you very much. Okay, and yes, I'm just only this thing. So if the yellow cards don't carry on to the knockout round, but if you get another yellow card in the quarterfinal, then you will miss the semi-final match. So that's kind of like the implication. But as of now, they are good to play the next game. Okay, I have a few people that are waiting to speak, so let me bring them on. John Andrea says, thank you, AyoT. I enjoyed the analysis. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you. Okay, let me bring the people on. First, we have Mr. Udoka, Alex T, PO, and then we'll take the other callers. Okay. Welcome, Mr. Udoka. Thank you for joining me again.
Yeah, AyoT, thank you very much. What a wonderful job you're doing. I enjoy every bit of your analysis.
Thank you.
However, I want to say congratulations to Nigeria, because it's a very wonderful game. Remember, I told you the last time that when the man Eric Chell said that he's going to win the tournament for Nigeria, he's not missing words, right? I said it, and I still maintain what I said.
Okay.
Because I'm experienced enough to know when something is going good. Since ever start watching Super Eagles, since the days of Manfred Honor, that is 1988 tournament in Morocco, right? I've never seen Super Eagle play this good. You understand me? I've never seen assembly of any ego, any set at all. Even the days of the golden age, the 94. I've never seen them play this good. Tactically, they understand me, skill exhibition, and as well as getting goals. Even though we have some shortcomings at the back, but you can see how our flow can cover that fault we have at the back. Imagine today, person like Nwabali, he's just in a holiday. Understand me? So on the flip side, I want to say something about the officiating of game in this tournament generally, not just in Nigeria. You see, Ayo, there is a lot of way there's a lot of way to slow a team down. And one of it is officiating. Understand me? And this could be a conspiracy. I don't know. You see every black referee in this game. You see the way they handle games. They find a way to make sure that what you are enjoying, they slow it down. Either by giving it out, by calling maybe what they call a penalty that doesn't worth it. This particular referee today, the last time he handled a match, I can't recall now the particular match. I said that man is a bootlicker. I said it in your brother's show. You understand me? And today again, he shows it. I think he's from Cameroon. He's from Cameroon. That is the same man. Look at what he just did. Immediately, he see the momentum Nigeria is putting. What he did, he gave the captain a yellow card. For what? He's guiding a ball. And all of a sudden, you give him a yellow card.
And his hand.
No, his hand is not up. That guy run into his hand. He's guiding the ball. Understand me? It's not intentional. You don't even, for goodness sake, he's supposed to like call him to order and question him, warn him. He never gave him one time warning, and all he did is just a yellow card. What was the intention? To slow that midfield down, and that can affect the game of Ndidi. He slowed his momentum. He couldn't charge, and the next one again he targeted Onyeka. What is the intention? Listen, don't wait until they give you a straight yellow card. The referees knows that they know what they are doing. There's many ways. If you doubt me, watch our friendly game against Egypt in Cairo. Do you see what that referee does? He tries as much as he can to harass Nigeria so that he slows our pace. So, but that is by the way. To God be the glory that everything worked out well. We had our 4-0, and on the flip side about Osimhen, I want to say let's just play it down. Do you understand me? I will crave your indulgence and every other presenter to play it down so that the media will not pick on it, because what they are trying to do, I know Osimhen is someone who always like headline. Understand me? Him and Nwabali, they like to attract news. You understand? So that they will be at the headline. But that is he doesn't know that could cost us the unity. And if once our unity is being tampered with, definitely the inconsistency may come in. Some boys there will be a division, and that will affect our output. But generally, I want to thank the boys. They have done wonderfully well. This is one of the tournaments I've seen Nigeria. I've seen Nigeria playing as if they just came from. They play more than Brazil. They're playing more than Brazil. Come on, boy. I'm very, very happy. I'm so elated, in what I'm seeing. Their game is passing eye test. And I want us to drum it. Let's drum it and drum it to NFF. They should please extend the contract of this man. This man is God sent. If Nigeria lose him, I swear to God, the best team in Africa will just grab him.
Let me ask you a question, because the time is almost over. So if we lose the next game, should they still keep the coach?
Keep the man. He knows what he's doing. Keep him. That man knows what that man is good. He's detailed. Do you understand me? He's so detailed that he knows how to organize his team. Instruction, when to make a change. Understand me? And look at the boys are playing to instruction. Have you ever? When was the last time you see Nigeria playing this kind of football? But Ayo, let me ask you this: don't you think that this team can beat maybe a team in Premier League? No. A club team.
They can beat Wolves.
No. You are letting them down. They can beat even Arsenal. I swear to God. They can beat Arsenal. I can put money on it. Understand me? I'm an Arsenal supporter, right? But this team can beat Arsenal. Okay. I swear. Because they are putting every foot right. Every pass is right.
I love how excited you are. And rightfully so, you should be excited. The team is playing very well. Things are looking good. Again, maybe it's too early to get a bit carried away. It's Mozambique that we beat. All due respect to Mozambique, we've not yet faced any of the big boys in the competition, but so far, so good. Last 30 seconds, please. 30 seconds.
Ayo, what you check is that the eye gauge. Who do Mozambique play with? Do you understand me? They play Cote d'Ivoire. How many did they lose to? 1. Yeah. They played the Cameroon. How many do they lose? 2-1. Do you understand me? And now they've been hammered 4-0 when it matters most. Don't you think the boys are doing? And you now check where we are coming from. Understand me? The people we are beating and how many we are beating them with. You know. So, but let me just leave it there. Congratulations. Thank you very much for your good job.
Thank you.
Hopefully, I will find a way to reach out to you because I stay in Montreal here. Do you understand me? So we can find a way to work things together. Okay. I know you stay in Ottawa, right?
Yes, I'm not.
Yeah. Have a nice one, brother. Thank you.
Nice hearing from you.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Aduga said, bring Arsenal, bring Chelsea, bring Man U. He said, we'll beat all of them. I love it. I love when Nigerian fans are happy because a lot of the time people are upset, people are complaining, people are not happy with the team. But so far, so good. People are excited. Love to see it. Love to see it. Somebody in the comments said they can beat Chelsea. Everybody is beating Chelsea right now, so Chelsea is not a barometer. But yes, welcome, Alex T. Thank you for joining me once again.
Hey, AyoT. How you doing, my brother, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I don't know if that was your first time on Channel News. I watched you on Channel News. That was your first time?
It wasn't my first time. I've been there a few times.
Oh, okay. That's my first time I saw you, man. I was like, man, look at my brother, man. It's going up, man. Congrats, man. And that was, I listened to you. That was good analysis, though. Everything you said was on point, Yeah. I was like, oh, look at AyoT. But that's good, bro. But yeah, like me, I always say, when you win, there's nothing really to complain, right? There is no need to complain. I mean, but I want to get on the Osimhen one because I was listening to another listing. I mean, that was like, I don't know, man. It's in my show, though. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, I understand. It's Osimhen. Everybody knows Osimhen. We know what he wants to do. He wants to be the top man. He wants to score the goal. He wants to make a point. Look, I may be a highest goal scorer for this tournament. I understand that. But dude, you already scored 2 goals. And Ademola Lookman has been giving you the ball too. Pass for you 1 or 2 times. Dude, just forget it. Move on. Why are you fighting? You don't need all that stuff. They bring attention and then he walks away. It just shows that the coach, I really give it to the coach because you understand. He immediately took him off. Said, look, guy, come out. Because now it could be the next game, Ademola Osimhen fit get ball where we say clear chance to give to Ademola. He might decide not to pass. And you're also the team, not Ademola. Ademola will still go home, or Ademola will get the ball and say, you know what, I'm not giving you. It's affecting the team. It's Osimhen. So I think that was not right. But of course, it's in the heat of the moment. I believe when he goes back, we think about it and maybe apologize, say, look, the last captain band, he did well. Today he just comes, it became Osimhen when we know. But like that previous guy said, Moku just downplay him. But the media already, they've seen it. There's nothing where we won't talk, where media never see. They have seen everything. They will still say whatever. But again, there was a good game. Everybody plays well. And for me, Bright, this is the best game I've seen Bright in Super Eagles game. I mean, this was the best game I've seen him. And I agree with you on Bruno, but I think I've seen that Bruno is more an intelligent player. If you look at him, it's so intelligent. He doesn't just kick the ball away. He holds the ball. There was this ball that way they played like he just sets the ball to beat the guy. The guy have to bring him down. And I can see him, he holds the ball. He goes to the midfield. He doesn't just release ball. He's trying to make... I think Bruno is a very, very... They give him like a lot of chances. I think he's a very intelligent player. I think Bruno is a very intelligent player. Like you said, I keep telling people about... Every time I come to this show, I always talk about Iwobi. I say, we don't know what we have about Iwobi. 2 players that I always talk about is Iwobi and Bassi. I said, we don't even know Iwobi. Like you said, if you take Iwobi away, when we lose Iwobi, people will think, wow, we are missing Iwobi. See how people used to talk about Mikel sometimes when Mikel left. Now Mikel is one of the best. We'll not get anybody like Mikel again. Iwobi is doing the same thing. People do not know. The dude is so intelligent with his ball. And I think that is why the coach brought him like Ademola playing that supporting striker, because Iwobi always give him the ball, and then Ademola will always hold the ball. He knows how to hold the ball and play. So it works with Iwobi and Ademola. I can say it. And Bruno too. He's always worked from that side. So Iwobi is flawless today, man. I mean, yeah, some of his passes, but I can't argue. It's flawless today. Ademola is a great player. We have these three players. Let me say this. The innate boys, that is football in Nigeria. We don't learn. We know we have the skill. It's just like in America, they have the basketball, they have the skills. They don't too much learn about it. The skill will have them, but the technicalities, man, when you deal overseas, when they born you there, I see my friend, his daughter, I see kids, they start playing from 2, 3. They don't have the skill that we do, but the technical part of it, it's not just the skill alone. If not the skill, we can't do nothing. It's the past way our 94 sets. They have the skill, and then they go overseas and they all this stays them. So those guys, you can see Ademola game is different. You can see Iwobi game is different. There is nobody that can do what Iwobi is doing in our team. Nobody. There's nobody can do that. So Iwobi, Ademola, Bassi. I think Bassi will come to Chelsea, man. I know he'll be Chelsea fan, I'll be Chelsea fan. But I want them to bring Bassi to Chelsea, man, because our defense is nothing.
They will not sign him.
Yeah, they're not gonna. I know they will not sign him.
He's already 26 years old. Chelsea only signed under 23. So
yeah. I know they will not sign. But even Chelsea, the simplest way will give them goals and stuff. Chelsea went and signed Garnacho and Gittins and all these people that cannot score more than 5 goals. They give them the money. They give 3 of them. They could have bought Osimhen. Osimhen will give them 20 goals. But Mo could not talk about Chelsea because they make me vex.
1 minute, Mr. Alex. 1 minute.
But it was a great game though. Akor Adams, I see it was working hard. I know Olise keeps saying about the commentary talking about Akor Adams. He is fighting and fighting. Yeah, he's making a little 1 and 2 mistake, but you can tell that this dude is fighting for the team. He's working so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I was so happy that he scored today, man. I was so happy that he scored today. There's nothing to talk about Ajayi because there's nothing to do. It's not to talk about Stanley because there's nothing to do. Ndidi again shows that captainship that they gave him, it's something. I think it helps him now. Everybody, I mean, he has been good, but just being the captain again, he was calm. You can see him even going to Osimhen and say, "Guy, relax, man, relax." Ndidi, it's an exceptional player. I mean, we don't have another Ndidi for now. We don't have another Iwobi. Kevin Bassi, I know he's going to go places. I know very well, but this was an excellent game, and the coach. 10 over 10 for the coach. I give it to him.
All right.
People might say, na Mozambique, na lie. Mozambique can play. They can play, but we started that game like let's win this game. But hey, AyoT, man, thank you again, man.
Thank you very much. Always nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, that's Alex T. Thank you very, very much. Very quickly, let me take a couple of comments. Well, before I take the comments, I want to remind you, if you want to share your thoughts, the link has now been pinned in the YouTube comments. So please check the comments. The link is pinned, and you can call in and share your thoughts. But a couple of comments here that I just have to take very quickly and appreciate my super chat comments. Well, there's one here, no comment attached, just the super chat from him. Thank you very much. Charles says, congrats, Ayo, on the win. Nobody me play the game, but yes, as a fan, I'm happy as well. Thank you very much, Charles. Charles also says, LOL, people are getting this mixed up. He was mad at Lookman for not releasing it to Akor because he has acres of space, but it's all good. So he's saying Osimhen was mad at Lookman for not passing to Akor Adams, so not for not passing to him. But Charles, yeah, what I would say is that we understand that. I think it's just the perception of having an argument like that with your teammate on the field that is bad. You can query, you should have passed, things like that. But when it's an argument and when it's going on for a little while, and then shortly after you say, oh, yeah, sub me off, it gives the wrong image, it gives the wrong impression. We didn't hear that conversation, so we can't know exactly all the details. We just don't want to see our 2 best players having an argument on the field in the middle of the game while they are winning 3-0. In one sense, like I was saying earlier, in a sense, it's like, okay, these people care, they care. But in another sense, it gets to the point, if it's a serious or if it's an ongoing thing, then it seems like, okay, now this is a bit immature, this is a bit unprofessional, that's how it comes across. And again, Osimhen unfortunately has a hot head reputation, so people would jump on that. Thank you very much. Another super chat here from Akinkunle 9668. It says, so it will be Sabi spread pass like this. Haven't you been watching the AFCON? He has been doing this for the entire tournament. In the 3 games that he has played, he has done this, But yes, it will be Sabi spread pass like this. Yes. Him says, here AyoT, how can someone in Calgary watch this AFCON? I have a friend who hasn't watched any of these matches. So the game in Canada is being shown on beIN Sports. beIN Sports has the rights over here. So yes, just find a way to watch beIN Sports, either subscribing on their website, or if you are using Football TV, you can watch it. I'm him now. You owe me money for making me give promo to people that are not paying me to promote their TV station. But yes, that's how you can watch it. Okay, I have a few more people that are waiting to call, so let me take PO. Welcome.
Hello, Ayo.
Hello. Are you my brother from India? I think I remember.
Yes.
Yes, okay, I remember you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me, and congratulations to Nigerians for having the opportunity to see their team play at a very high level. The game was exciting, and I think all the players put in great performances, from the defense to the midfield to the attack. And for me, my man of the match did not score a goal because my own man of the match was Iwobi,
Mm.
because he just completely bossed down midfield completely. He dictated the pace, he controlled the game, he played from deep. His I think his connection, like Alex T said, his connection with Lookman, always, those passes through the middle.
Yeah.
And Iwobi has just been amazing. Let me just say, he has just, from the first game, the second, every game, he has just been just amazing, amazing. And I'm hoping that he'll be able to keep it up. As much as some people might want to downplay it as a Mozambique, we are actually witnessing a period when African teams are actually advancing, So we can't say, oh, it's Mozambique, we've not faced. Yes, true, we've not faced any of the big dogs. You understand? We've not played Morocco, but with due respect to all the big teams, many of them have not really showed that spark in this tournament. I've watched Ivory Coast. I don't really see anything exciting about Ivory Coast. We saw Tunisia. We ourselves, we overhyped Tunisia, and we saw how we handled Tunisia. And Tunisia could not even Egypt struggled against Benin Republic today. It had to go into extra time. So most of the big teams in this tournament, it's not as if they also haven't brought their A game, but we've also seen a tournament where teams that we feel are lesser teams have also raised their game.
Mm.
So it's not, you saw how, high-flying Morocco, they struggled against Tanzania. They barely scraped that victory. It was a close game.
We barely scraped the victory against Tanzania.
It wasn't a stroll in the park.
It wasn't.
It wasn't a stroll in the park at all. It was far from it. Even if you watch the game close, even Tanzania had the chance to go one ahead.
Mm.
So African football is changing. It's not the same as it used to be. So congratulations to them, and I think today's win was a statement.
Mm.
Any team, whether big or small, whoever is facing the Super Eagles now, they will come with a measure of respect.
Mm.
Nigeria has been the only team that has been scoring progressively. 2, 3, 3, 3, now 4.
Mm.
So it shows the level at which we are. If we are to do a power ranking of all the teams we've watched in this tournament now, Nigeria is basically number one.
Yeah, I agree.
Power ranking, Nigeria is number one. So there's no. I think going into the next game, I think it should be between DR Congo and Algeria.
Yeah.
Funny enough, we have scores to settle with
Both
both
of
of
them.
them. Yeah, we really do. So I think this is the best. Especially, I would personally prefer DR Congo. I want DR Congo because I want us to really show them that it was our mistake that made us lose that ticket, not theirs. So we have to teach them a lesson, a proper lesson in football before they go to that World Cup, so that they will know that yes, we are not going, but big brother and a big brother. We have to teach them a serious lesson that yes, you beat us to qualify to the World Cup, but we are not in the same class. I'm sorry. So that's what I'm expecting. And as for the Iwobi issue, the Osimhen issue rather, like Mr. Odoka said and Alex T said, we shouldn't read too much. Nigerians like to read too much into things. Even when he was screaming, it's a team game. That's what Osimhen was screaming. It's a team game. And how did it start? He was in the clear and he was expecting Osai to pass to him, and Osai refused to pass to him. Though I think he overstretched it himself. He started well, you understand, with the passion, but I think he overstretched it when he was now asking to be subbed off. He refused to run. So there's no like we all sitting here now analyzing this game. No one is perfect. Because Osimhen has opened his own imperfections to us doesn't mean we now have the right to now drown him with it. No. If we were to go into the next game, anyone here commenting or complaining about Osimhen's attitude, they will be the same people that will tell Osimhen has to be the first player on the team list.
Oh, he's our best player.
So why complaining about him when you know you can't bench him? Can you say, oh, because of his attitude today, Excel should bench him for the next game? No, everybody complaining about his attitude there. Nobody will say it, that Excel should bench him for the next. No, why? So let's not overflog the issue. Is like I said, Osimhen plays, his game is from a place of passion, but sometimes he overdoes it. Yes, we agree. But let's not overflog the issue. Let's not make it something that is shouldn't be. You understand? Because he's a very, as much as he might be a hothead, he's a very important player to the team. We all know that. So, thank you, Ayo. Fantastic job.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Nice thoughts, nice comments. So PO is emphasizing that we shouldn't overflog the Victor Osimhen / Ademola Lookman issue. Osimhen is passionate, and he just wanted the team to play as a team. Okay. I see some other people that are waiting, but their cameras are off. If you want me to bring you on, please make sure that your camera is turned on. That way I know that you are ready for me. And of course, I'm not going to bring you on if we can't see you. So just a note for everybody that is waiting to speak. Welcome, Ade.
Hi there. Hi, all. Oh, it's nice to see you again.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. That light that is shining in your face, we can't really see you properly.
Oh, okay. I think I don't know what I can do about it, to be honest.
Is if you can just move to a different angle or something, because the light
is... Okay, I'll do that in a minute. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's
now.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have. This is the second time I'm actually talking to you.
We need to be seeing you more often, but thank you for joining.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we try when we can get a chance to. It's nice that you have this channel going on. It's a really nice channel, and it's good for Nigerians. We love football and all that. And I want to say congratulations to Nigeria today. It was a good performance in general, and I was watching them and I was like, they are playing like they're going to win it. When I watched them, because I said, the way they are playing, it would take something special to stop them, So it was a great performance by everyone everyone. And they have, for the first time, I see everyone playing for themselves, everyone making runs. It was a fantastic. Today's game was really. It was like they listened to the fans when we come. Oh, you've been conceding goals. We need a clean sheet from you, and then they were able to do something really nice. Today, and even me, I was like, just try and hold on. Don't consider any goal today. I mean, just for the naysayers that say, they can't keep. Because no matter what, I remember when we played against Tanzania. So there's this guys, they have a YouTube channel. What they call them? I think those guys are in Morocco now. You probably know those guys if you
Fans Tribe.
fans, yeah. And then there was one guy there and he kept going. How can they play two? I was like, what is he talking about? They won, they just won. You think it's easy to come and win? I mean, and most of these players didn't even have time to settle down and train properly and that work, and they won. They say Tanzania's football has changed. Look at Tanzania. I mean, Morocco struggled to beat them. I said, this football has changed. Benin Republic today took Egypt to extra time. Football has changed. I don't know why people think it's not. If it's easy, you to go now, go and run up and down the pitch and see how it is now, get kicked and elbowed all over the place. It's not like that. When they get the job done, we have to give them their kudos because that is what we want. Whether they win ugly, that's how it is. Last World Cup, Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia, and they still went on to win the tournament. But you still have to. I was watching some of the South African fans. They were still roaring them on. Look, South Africa, well done. You learn from this. You go to the World Cup, and but they lost. They lost to who was it? Mali,
Cameroon.
No, Cameroon. Yeah, So that is football. I would just like to talk about the last caller there. I didn't catch his name. I want to talk about Osimhen issue.
Okay.
He said some things that I didn't agree with. You see, we have to call it, and that is the problem with Nigerians. We have to call a spade a spade. Okay, now Osimhen is a great player. I love him so much. I follow him everywhere. If he's playing for this team, I'll go and start watching. That team becomes, I watch it, their matches, I follow him everywhere. But then nobody is perfect. We all have our imperfection, of course. But you have to work on your imperfection to be a better person. That is how you grow. So at this point in his look at the other day, look at his outburst with Finidi George.
That was not the other day. That was quite a while ago.
That was these are. I mean, now you have. I can equate Osimhen with someone like in the entertainment section. I can equate him to Burna Boy.
I just knew that's what you expected.
It's true. It's the truth. So okay. Yes. You've seen it, and I think that was one of the reasons why he had issues in Napoli. They stopped passing the ball to him because every time you want them to give you the ball, sometimes the midfielders too wants to go and hit the ball. Especially the ones that have the technique to score from the edge of the 18. They do that as well. They're not going to score, but sometimes they go, okay, fine. As that happened, maybe he didn't give the ball to him. Just walk up to him and say, Ade, kí ló ń ṣe? Because Osimhen is a Yoruba boy. Even though he's not Yoruba boy, he grew up in Lagos, so he speaks fluent Yoruba. Ade, kí ló ń ṣe? What's wrong with you? Why didn't you pass the ball? The next one, if you don't pass it to me, I'm going to wait for you outside. We're going to have a fisticuff. Something like that. But he took it on. The cameras everywhere. There are dignitaries everywhere, and you started fighting on the pitch, and then you went on and said they should sub you. There are a lot of people watching you. That's why he's playing in Turkey. He loves it there because he's getting away with so much. Imagine, what are people saying? Imagine you're playing for England, even though you're the best player for that English now, you now do a thing like that. You see the whole press will be all over you. That is true. That we know. That's how it works. They will not say, let's condone your bad behavior because you're our star. No, they will come hard at you. That you come out and say, I apologize. okay, if you don't play for Nigeria again, somebody else will play. That's the truth. And he already said it. He said it's a team game, which you know. So, okay, let's say you were angry. You, number one, the outburst. Okay, after that, you went to the next step is you disrespected the manager. You said, take me out. I'm not playing it. Stop making run. You disrespected the manager and the team at that point. Then they saw that you're not playing again. They took you off. And then after the game, what did you do? You got up and you just walked straight into the tunnel. Come on, like you have time to calm down, whatever is out there. You have time to bring. It's not good. And we can see that, okay, you want to be the man. And it's not like Osimhen too misses chances. You know that. So many times they give you ball, you don't score the goal. Nobody's complaining. But I mean, let your players, people you're playing, if they're not passing to you, yeah, you can complain, but not in that manner.
It's the manner that is the issue.
It's the manner, yeah. So your man saying some people are over. No, it's a big thing. People saw that it's a big thing. It can affect the whole team. You know, that's the thing. It can affect the whole team. That okay, but of course I know they will resolve it. That's definite. They will resolve it. And I know Osimhen, for all his madness, he will come back. You see him passing, and he plays well for the team. He will give the ball. He's not that selfish himself. To be honest, I give him that. I see instances where he can go and hit the ball. He will think that, okay, someone is in a better position, he will make the pass to them and all that. So he's my man. I like him, but I just I was shocked that and he was playing very well today, making runs, coming back to
30 seconds, please, Mr. Dave.
Sorry?
30 seconds, please, so that I can.
Okay. So anyway, that's all. I'm so happy. I'm happy that they've done the job, and I hope that the next match we can get either I'll prefer Tunisia.
No, not Tunisia, Algeria or DR Congo.
Oh, sorry, yeah, we're the North Africans. Anyway, so Algeria, I'll prefer them.
All right, thank you very much, Mr.
All right, thanks so much. Have a nice one.
You too. All right, so that's Mr. Ade. He's saying, hey, look, Osimhen, we know he's our star player, but the manner in which he was doing it was not right. And there's nothing wrong about complaining, but when you're getting into an altercation like that on the field with your teammates, and then you walk off after the game, it's not the best look. Which I can agree is definitely not a good look. And because Osimhen kind of has that reputation already, people would read more into it, people would talk more about it. So I can understand, what he's saying for sure. Okay. I have quite a number of people that are waiting. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that are still waiting to speak. So I'm going to close the link now, so nobody else will be able to join. And if you're already waiting and you leave, you wouldn't be able to join back, so that we can take those final 6 callers and then we can wrap up for the evening. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's still tuned in. If you are yet to hit the like button, please now. How many times do you need me to beg you? Hit the like button. If you are new here and you are yet to subscribe, hit the subscribe button now. You're enjoying the show, so you want to be back for more of these in the future. And yes, we have no super chat comments here. So guys, please send more super chat comments. If you have questions, if you have suggestions, if you just want to support, send more super chat comments. Nigeria just won 4-0. If you not leave super chats, where will you now leave it? So please send more super chat comments, support the channel, support the stream. We appreciate every single one of you. Okay, let me take the next guest. I have Chilo coming up next. After Chilo, I'll take Prof Data, I'll take Theo, Emmanuel, Sam, and then I'll take Smith to wrap up. So yes, thank you very much for everyone that's waiting. Chilo, welcome.
Yeah, hello, Ayo. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. I don't know you. Have you been here before?
Yeah, I used to listen to your analysis and stuff. Yeah.
Thank you for
that. How you doing?
I'm well. Thank you. I hope you're good as well.
All right. Not to talk much, because the last speaker has spoken at length. Like he literally just touched the areas I was going to touch. The team did very well. They played very well today. Kudos to the team. I think they are improving with every game. From the Tanzania game, you can see the lapses. They've been worked on by the coach, and that's good to see. That's good to see from the team. I was actually going to speak about the Osimhen issue, because someone was trying to excuse his bad behavior, which I personally don't want to take lightly, because I've been following the Super Eagles since 1994, and some things that have affected the team is this kind of division. Some players, trying to form a camp, and they take this into the pitch, into the field of play. If you watch the 94 sets, going into the World Cup in France 98, there was this, stuff going around the team, and it really affected the team. Coming down to the Mikel era, we all know about the Mikel Nazi issue, and I wouldn't want this also to affect the team, because Osimhen, yeah, we know he's a very good player. We know what he brings to the team, but he should, be able to control his temperament. That's what we want from him. Not what he did today was unacceptable. With a lot of people watching that game, dignitaries in the stadium and everything. He does this in his club. We see it even in the Turkish league. When you don't pass to him, his hand is high up and he's shouting and making gestures. He should try and work on himself. He's a very good player. I think this is why some big teams are not coming for him. Because with this kind of attitude, you destroy the dressing room. Definitely. So with all this, I just feel that they are going to have time to talk about it. As a team, I believe the coach is going to also call him and Lookman, and I trust the coach, because I saw how he tried to go about the substitution, and immediately he took Osimhen off, and I just believe in the coming days, like, because they'll have at least 2 games, 2 days, 3 days to work this out, and I just believe everything will be fine. So thanks for having me.
All right.
Keep doing what you do. Sky's your limit. God bless.
Thank you very much, Hilo. Nice to hear from you. All right. So he says, yes, Osimhen, let's just not excuse the behavior. He can do better than that. Okay. Very, very quickly, I have one super chat comment here. Thank you, Sports Grimes, for your comments. He says, we tried today. The games keep improving under Eric Shell. Great game, but the rift leaves a sour taste. A big round table would resolve this issue. I don't even think it needs to be a round table. Just sit the 2 of them down side by side and talk to them. You don't need to, I don't think the coach needs to make a big deal out of it as well. While I think Osimhen could have acted better in that moment, I also understand that it was in the heat of the moment and just the game, And I think that the coach just sits them down, guys, now we're not supposed to fight like this. You're probably not speaking pidgin because it's Eric Shell, but just explain to them that they're not supposed to be having that kind of argument on the field. Osimhen says sorry, Lookman says sorry, everybody moves on. But yes, Prof. Data, welcome, sir.
Yeah, good there. I'm happy for the scores. It's a long time I've seen Nigeria play so well and had such a score, because if you compare the Benin Republic match, that was a 4-0, you can't compare how well this time around they played far better. And I remember the commentary Sunday and coach saying, how could such a team not make it to the World Cup? Well, that was, by the way, I'll say thank you for your good work. Based in Ohio, and I was in Ontario, Windsor. Do you know Windsor?
Yeah, I know Windsor.
Yeah, I came there last November. Just visited the place. Okay, now let's go to business. The thing now is, I'm happy hearing from you that Bassi may not miss that match. I haven't confirmed it, but from how he, his response, his body language when he got that yellow card did not show like there was much at stake. Even to me, I felt that yellow card should be avoided. But all the same, the team now should start preparing for the quarterfinal, which to me would be also a big test, because Algeria is good, Congo is good, but to me, I don't know which team I'll prefer. But in a way, I'll prefer the Congolese. Apart from teaching them a lesson, I don't see them as being as compact as Algeria. Let's call a spade. Algeria won all matches like how Nigeria won all matches. But there's a difference between the two of us because you can't compare the level of play. I watched most of Algeria's matches; they were okay, but no, that's it. So the team should think of how they will move forward. Whatever team they will meet, one thing is clear: if they can maintain this tempo they use in this game, maintain the consistency. Because Olise, in his commentary, I watched it on Star Times. He continues saying that one thing he was very, Sunday Olise, he criticized the work. He kept saying he's very pleased with the consistency. I believe the team will go far. You understand? It's going to be a tough game. Whatever team we're going to be, it's going to be a tough game. And we all know the next stage will also be another tough game because Cameroon and Morocco, you can't really say who will win. Morocco just managed to win Tanzania. And to me, that 9-minute issue is a penalty. I don't know what happened with those referees, and they didn't. Tanzania just didn't get that penalty. So it's just a pity. I'm happy the team has a good bench. It's a pity that Desters is not there, but our team has quite a good bench. I wish them the best. I just believe strongly they're going to win their next match, but it's going to be tougher than this.
For sure.
It's going to be tougher than this, and we should work towards not making mistakes because the difference because both Algeria and Congo, these are two teams I see as capitalizing on any mistake. They're not like this Mozambique we met today. Any of those two teams can capitalize on any kind of mistake. So, let's go watch and see. But I still believe strongly we're going to scale the honor.
All right. Thank you very much, Prof. Data. Thank you for joining me and sharing your thoughts. I appreciate it.
Okay, I wish you the best. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay, that's Prof. Data. It's still very believes in the team. Still very hopeful that we would do well as the tournament progresses. It says either of the teams that we face in the next round. He knows that it will be tougher, but we'll be able to get past them. All right. Theo, welcome, Theo. Thank you for joining.
Hey, Pagayo, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I didn't go to work today because I wasn't feeling too good, so
Sorry.
I'll be at home.
Hopefully, the Super Eagles have made you feel a little bit better.
Yes, they have. They have. Yeah. I was expecting a little bit of difficulty, but to be honest, I was just relaxed. They made the game look so easy. At a point in time, it looked like if it was a training match. You were just strolling the ball, passing the ball. It started making me to remember the way we used to play. That slow build-up in our defense to the midfield, and you don't see one straight pass splitting the defense. It started reminding me the way we used to play in the 90s, the 2000s, that slow build-up, something similar like that. So I just kind of had like a flashback, like, oh, this was something similar with how we used to play. We look very slow, very lethargic. Then we just give that explosion in the attack. So it was really, really good. I was really happy to see that they made the game so easy. Hopefully our goalkeeper, which has always been my problem, I think that's one of the issues we might have. I hope he's been able to recuperate a little bit better because we all know that in a way he's injured. So maybe the period in time we had this match, he's been able to get some level of fitness. And the defense looked good, maybe probably because the Mozambicans didn't have too much to offer, but it looked good and it looked comfortable. So for me, it's just, I wish they can keep that momentum going, and they are looking more like a team. They're looking more cohesive. And I think their next game, either Algeria or DR Congo, they're going to give them more threats. There's going to be more trend, more competition in that. So I just believe that if we keep our composure right, we'll be able to scale through to the semifinals. So at least we have the opportunity of watching DR Congo and Algeria and see where their weaknesses or where their strength is. So at least it's a good thing that we've passed this hurdle. So we just watch and see who our next opponents will be.
All right. And are you feeling confident that we can win the trophy this year?
A part of me says yes, another part of me says no. I think I don't want to be too, as much as I want to be optimistic, I want us to win it. But at the same time, something just telling me, let us go game by game by game. I feel if we scale through the quarterfinal, then I believe we'll be able to go through. You know?
All right.
If we scale through the quarterfinals, we'll be able to go through. I wanted to ask you a question. I know a lot of people have been talking about the Osimhen and Lookman rift. Do you think that there is a reason behind Osimhen's actions? You know, maybe it's something they have discussed before, and it's something that is showing up repeatedly. Because the reason I'm asking this, I have a reason why I'm asking, but I just need to get your opinion.
Oh, see, I mean, the reality of it is that I'm not in their camp. I'm not in their training. I don't know if it's something that they've discussed before. It's possible that it's something that they've spoken about before. It's also possible that Osimhen just feels like he's not getting enough touches. Like I said when I was doing my review of the game, he only had, I think, what was it, 15 or 18 touches in the entire match. So maybe he feels like he's not getting enough of the ball. And then it feels like, oh, you're in a situation whereby you can pass. You know, and we see, this is not the first time we've seen Osimhen get frustrated in a game. Even in previous matches, when he's offside and they don't pass to him, he'll get upset. But he doesn't know that he's offside. So he will feel like, oh, you should have passed it. But then when you watch the replay, you're like, man, this guy, he didn't pass to you because you're clearly off. You know, things like that. So it could have been maybe a build-up from previous matches. Maybe he's spoken to him in training before about it, like you mentioned. And then when he sees it happen again, he feels like, oh, you're not playing for the team. But again, for me, I think that it's not the complaints that is the issue, you know, like we said, is the way everything played out. And just, you know, you can't throw a tantrum on the field. You're not a child. You know, it's like if something happens, you complain, your teammates, okay, you move on. You cannot now say, okay, I'm not playing again. You know, it can't be like, say maybe you they play ball, then score your team, say, okay, I'm taking my ball home. You know,
it's like the way you used to do secondary school when you're playing sets.
I'm taking my ball home if my set is out. You know, and then after the game, you don't go and like appreciate everybody. So that's the part that leaves a bitter taste in the mouth a little bit. But like I said, I think this is something that the coach just talks to the two players. They will shake hands, they will hug each other. I know that they both want to win the tournament. So they can't allow it to become a divisive factor. They can't allow it spoil the harmony that is currently there. And I also think that this is where people like Wilfred Ndidi come into play. As the captain, come and talk to your guys. These are your two talismen. You know, come and talk to them and tell them, oh, more guys, I understand, you know, you might be frustrated, but let's play. Because at the same time, look, we can also say maybe Ademola Lookman in certain situations could or should have passed the ball, but didn't pass. But we know that Lookman also has it in his locker to produce a fantastic moment. So for me, it's different. If, you know, all due respect, if he's Ndidi now that's supposed to pass and then he's trying to dribble and take shots, I'll say, Ndidi, are you okay? What are you doing? Like, have you ever done that in your life? But for someone like Ademola Lookman, you know that he can do something. So maybe you might sometimes, I mean, we see it with quality players all the time. Maybe there's a pass, but he believes that, I feel dribble this guy, shoot, man, you know, and then when it doesn't work out, it's like, you should have passed. But if it works out, we're like, wow, what a goal, you know. So again, I just think it's something that they will talk about and they would settle.
Okay. All right. I know we're talking about Lookman, Osimhen, but there's a player in this game that when I was just looking at him that I've really, really adored throughout this competition. Maybe a lot of people have been sleeping on him, Akor Adams. That guy has been, he has only one goal, but the work he has been doing in that team, his link-up play, he might not be scoring goals, but the guy has been up. I've been watching his game, and deservedly, I'm happy that he got that goal.
Yeah.
You know, for all his efforts. You know, so for me, I think he's been one of the revelations in that team. You know, I just wanted to give him that shout out. So Osimhen, Lookman, they get all the attention, and Iwobi too. Iwobi has been. Those splitting passes. I start to see all those his passes he gives in Fulham. He's beginning to show it here in the Super Eagles, and I hope more of it comes in our next game.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Theo. Nice.
Thank you, Ayo.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you. That was Mr. Theo. Very, very well said. Okay, I have a couple more callers to take before we wrap up this evening. Thank you to everyone for sticking with us throughout the live stream. You are still on Eagles Track at the home of Nigerian football. Okay, I have up next Emmanuel. Emmanuel, welcome.
Hello, good. Should I say, in my country where I am, it is good morning.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm from Riyadh.
Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Ah, wow. Thank you for joining
Yes.
us. Thank you.
So, first of all, let me congratulate the Super Eagles for winning the match convincingly. I'm so happy. At least it shows that Eric Shelley is doing something right. It's a pity that a good number of people watching football, Nigerian fans or people that are commenting, from their comments, it shows that they have not been involved in playing football in the past. If they have been involved, they know that players argue a lot on the field and even abuse themselves. And at the end of it, it means nothing. Some even fight, teammates. So it doesn't, they're trying to overflow the issue. They're not talking about the victory and how we played. They're distracting themselves with, Osimhen versus Lookman. That is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. It's not. Players argue a lot on the field and even push themselves. Don't you see teammates push themselves? They see teammates. All they are trying to do is to achieve one goal, which is to win the match. Remember when that time we were schoolboys, Finidi was in Ajax, and they interviewed. Ajax used to play a lot of teamwork, and they interviewed Finidi. They asked Finidi a question. I think it was called African Soccer or World Soccer. I interviewed Finidi. They asked him, you in Ajax, you are beautiful teammates. You must be great friends. Finidi said no. That outside the football Ajax setup, they hardly talk to each other. The only person's house he had gone to at that time was Van der Sar, only Van der Sar's house. He had never gone to any of his teammates' houses except Van der Sar. And it was surprising. So that is what we talk about. The fact that you are a teammate doesn't mean that you are very good friends. No. You can be better if you are, but it's all about the business. You play football, you go to different places, you play a room, sleep, rest, come out. So this Osimhen is just absolutely not as far as I'm concerned. Because I know that Osimhen has an insatiable appetite to make Nigeria win. He sacrificed himself, including his career, to make Nigeria win. We've seen what he did in the World Cup qualifiers. All the matches he didn't play, Nigeria didn't win, except one. So the one against Rwanda that Toulouse scored. That is it. I think he didn't play that one. I'm not too sure, but I think he did not play that one. Okay, let's go to the issue of the day. Well, the improved performance of the Super Eagles is based on the following qualities. They have better off-the-ball movements in these nations. Have you not noticed? Players are always moving. That wasn't what happened in the World Cup. They have very good off-the-ball movement. Look at the throw passes that players were running. Before those balls would have been loose. In the World Cup qualifier, they were just gone out. Nobody will pick them. That is the main reason why we are doing better. Because as we do have better off-the-ball movement, we occupy more space and we move the ball faster. That's what is happening. Number two is that the players are communicating a lot. I mean, I don't know whether you've noticed, they talk a lot on the field. Yeah. Just as Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid, they used to talk a lot. For they used to, once the player is about to get the ball, they tell the player, see someone's on your right, someone's on your left, pass the ball, and so on and so forth. Another reason why we've done better in this Nations Cup is that our passes are better, much better as compared to the World Cup. This I may attribute it to the fact that they have had time to camp and train together.
And also,
unlike the World Cup,
the quality of the football pitches as well.
Yes, yeah, and the World Cup qualifiers that time, and the player whose passes have markedly improved is Alex Iwobi. In fact, I'm surprised that he could lay those passes. See the pass he gave to Akor, the first goal. He gave to Akor Adams
Yeah.
To cross for Lookman to score. That was very good. I think the Lookman's first assist to Osimhen was also from him, if I'm right.
Yeah.
So this is unlike the Iwobi that we used to know. If he was playing like this, people like us would have been abusing him. We would have been pressing him all this time. Yes, that is it. And another reason why we have improved is I think we have better discipline now than during the World Cup qualifiers, generally speaking. The team is better disciplined because I see players trying to play for each other. The only person that was the two players that were doing that in the World Cup qualifiers were Frederick and Bassi. They were doing that continuously. They play for each other. But in this Nations Cup, I see the players trying to play for each other, which is very good. That means that they have better team spirit. And I also see the appetite to score goals. They have better appetite to score goals. So this serious anger maybe because if you are a player and you are in an obvious position to score goals and your team doesn't pass to you, you'll not be happy with him. That is just the truth. I don't know why people are saying that Osimhen told the coaches to remove him. How did they hear it? Were they on the field?
No, the commentators spoke about it now. The commentators said it that
how did they hear it? That was what they said.
If somebody's on the field doing like this, you know what it means now. If the person you can understand gesture.
Okay. They are not even sure whether Drogba used to do that a lot in Chelsea. They were not sure why he was beginning to have cramps. They're not. We hear all these things. That's why I don't want to say anything much about it because all these things we hear them during the press conference or subsequent interviews with the players. You hear that Osimhen was having some pains or cramp or something like that. So insignified because Igalo used to do it a lot. Whenever he starts having cramps, he would just tell General to substitute him. If you remember the last Nations Cup he played, or second to the last, in 2018 Nations Cup or so. He did that 2 times, if I'm right, if I remember very well. So Nigerians should relax. They should pray that the team improves, especially in discipline, both discipline in attack, that's converting goal scoring chances. Because if we were doing that today, if we were more clinical, we would have given this team 8-0. It would have been 8. Lookman missed 2. Osimhen missed 1. Adam missed 2. It's probably more than 8. But I'm still very happy with the team that we were able to make those positive changes. Then one thing we have to advise our team: tougher matches are coming, but our players are getting unnecessary yellow cards. Those 3 yellow cards, we really need it. I mean, all of us know that if you lift your hand on the player's face, it will be a yellow card. So if you want to block a player from getting to the ball, just on his chest, he produces no card. You still block him. It's still the same impact. The player will not move. You stretch out your hand across his chest. I've never seen yellow card being given for that one. Never. So the card that pains me most is Bassi's card. Because there was no need. It was on the last minute of the match. Added time or extra time. So I don't know whether he wasn't. I mean, there was no need holding the guy, dragging him. The guy was running to nowhere. It was like going to a cool resort because it was towards the corner side, if I'm right. The guy, Bassi would have covered. Bassi that I know with his strength, maybe he was getting tired because it was towards the end of the match. But the Bassi that I know would have covered up at least to a certain extent. And the young man needed to cross the ball. The match was almost virtually over, for goodness sake. So then Frank Onyeka and Didi, those are very vital players to us, or for us, I meant to say. So please, I think even if you have a way of communicating with the team, I know I see you with also Akor and other analysts. I've been watching those stuff. So that means you have a link at least to the press officer of Super Eagles. Please.
Yeah, it seems like Mr. Emmanuel's connection has come for him. We've lost Mr. Emmanuel. I was like I was saying, but I mean, I was about to have to wrap it up anyway. But yes, thank you very much, Emmanuel. Thank you very much. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. One thing is that I've, as much as I have like certain connections with certain football players and things, I always like to maintain my distance. Usually when it comes to times like the tournament, don't just let them do their thing. Maybe some of the ones that are like my close friends, I say I'm using that word friend a bit loosely, but some of them that I'm closer to, I might just send them congrats. Like now, Akor, I'll send him a message and just say, Akor, congrats, I'm happy for you scoring your first AFCON goal. But I'm not going to start telling him that, hey, next time we are past the ball, kind of thing. Some players reach out to me and ask me for my opinion on certain things, which if a player asks, I'll give my opinion. But if somebody doesn't ask, I also congratulations and I keep it pushing just to maintain that level of respect and make him see finish, not enter the situation. I like to just do what I'm supposed to do and leave the rest for the people that are with them to do. Maybe somebody can ask them in interview or whatever the case may be. Okay, but yes, let me take final callers for this evening. I have Sam, and then after Sam, I'll take Smith, and then we'll wrap up. Somebody's AyoT self no small. Gradually, he's replacing Guso. Maybe I can't give me NFF president. Maybe self enter FIFA. Maybe that's what everybody's doing. But we'll better Nigeria football before we get there. Don't worry. Sam, welcome. Hello, we can't hear you. We cannot hear you. Check if you're muted on your end. Mr. Sam, we cannot hear you. Check your microphone. Check that you're not muted. Okay. Mr. Sam, please check on your end that you're not muted because we cannot hear what you are saying. Smith, I don't know if Smith is available so that we can hear from Smith live before we wrap up. But yeah, Mr. Sam, please check your microphone. I'll try you one more time. And if it doesn't work, come on. Hello? Hello, Mr. Sam. We cannot hear you. Mr. Sam, I don't think your ops are working against you. We can't hear what you're saying, and we're almost out of time, so I don't know if I'll be able to try again. Or maybe Mr. Sam, please leave and come back. Just very quickly, leave and come back so that I can try one more time, so that I know that I tried 3 times. Leave and come back, and then we'll see if your microphone is working. Leave and come back, and we'll see if your microphone is working. And if not, then we'll have to just skip you for this evening. I can see somebody Chukun also in the comments, man, is very upset that people are criticizing Victor Osimhen's behavior today. Chukun also, in the comments, very upset. Osimhen has some serious diehard fans, which I'm very happy for him that he has people like you that fight regardless of the issue. Shout out to Victor Cobham, he's a member of the channel. He says Iwobi is playing better now because he now has better DM cover and better grass surface that enhances passes. Yes, I think the pitch is definitely a factor when it comes to just us moving the ball better, playing better passes. Because when you're playing in Uyo and you play a ball and it has to bump 3 times before it gets to the player, it's a very different thing than playing on a smooth surface that when you play a pass, you know exactly where the pass is going to. So I think that is definitely a factor. Definitely. Okay. Olu says, was Osimhen's first goal from a Lookman assist or deflection? Technically, it was an Akor Adams assist. It was Lookman that crossed the ball in, but it touched Akor Adams, and then Victor Osimhen was able to tap it in. Okay, in the absence of Mr. Sam, I'm just going to take Smith Lai to end the callings for this evening. Smith Lai, welcome.
Hello. Yeah, it's nice to be here again.
Yes, we would normally be doing the Nigeria FC podcast around this time, but we're here for
that. The Super Eagles just finished their game, so I've been listening, I've been enjoying it in the backside. But so I wasn't hearing some people. I don't know, maybe because I'm leaving, I will only hear you sometimes. I will not hear the other people talking, but at least people already even said what I wanted to say. But let me just add some few things here.
Okay.
See, we cannot come here and say that we don't know Victor Osimhen. We know Victor Osimhen. We know that some players like that, they get out there. Maybe a player pushed his captain on the chest in the World Cup qualifier in New York. Nobody talk about that one. No.
People talked about it.
People talked about it, but he blocked them now. So, you know, I'm not here to come and defend Victor Osimhen.
He even blocked
I'm
me.
just trying to say that because he's a very volatile player, people will bang on and talk about him. I can see Victor Osimhen talking to his boy Hunter. Vinicius Jr. was abusing Alonso, and he went straight to the dressing room. Do you remember the incident between this guy, Mauricio Sarri, and Kepa Arrizabalaga?
Yeah.
There he said that what's it called? He off his clothes and he was going to the touchline. So crazy things happens on the football pitch. But what I want to say basically is that I like the response of Eric Shell that anything internal stays internal. They will deal with it internally. When abused everybody, he went to the what's it called, training pitch the next day to say that we apologize. So see, people can have what moment of madness.
Yeah.
You know, so let's see. Lookman is a professional. See, Tebi, Lookman has faced different things in his life. Look at a coach who had to fight Lookman. This how many months ago? Coach wanted to fight Lookman. You saw it now. So see, Lookman is a professional. He will handle it well. But Victor should know exactly how to control his anger because he's a very volatile player. People start talking about his character now. Look at how brilliant Victor Osimhen has been. Look at I don't want to hold this. Look at Victor Osimhen performance today. The first 2 goals that he scored is tactically from Lookman's creativity.
Yeah.
So I don't think that he's really upset with Lookman. When the whole thing comes out, I think something just happened to someone. Maybe probably Lookman now says something, then it happened. But I don't want this thing to overshadow the beautiful performance.
Yeah.
The guy actually what did today. You know, everybody top notch. I saw the ratings you gave them. You've been stingy with it sometimes, but it was decent. So you said 9.5 to someone, which I think practically should be 9.9. But you said you're keeping that 0.5 an hat trick. Maybe if Victor got that hat trick, that'd be for Victor. So let's ignore those ones. Let's focus on the big performance. Because I don't want something to distract this team. And talking about the performance, this is probably the most controlled, the best performance I've seen Super Eagles play in the last 20 years. The last 20 years. I stand to be corrected. I can see what they played was fantastic. And I just hope that the team can actually can continue like this. So I'm happy. AyoT, the next game will not be easy, but AyoT is a positive news here. And let me just say it again, finally about Victor Osimhen. So I didn't think I'm starting Victor Osimhen. I'm standing here to condemn the attitude of Victor Osimhen in today's speech. I just want to look at it from a different side. That's what I'm saying. That maybe probably, but what he did today is unacceptable. It's a disrespect to the jersey. It's a disrespect to his teammates. It's a disrespect to the world, to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because it's representing Nigeria there.
Yeah,
and it's a disrespect to the man that believed in him, Eric Shell. So he should look and think very well. He said he even left the dressing room, so it's not making any way for.
Even after the game.
After the game, he said he bumped out of the dressing room when he went to the dressing room. I think Coach Felix, no, not Felix, Ileshuku, no, not Ileshuku, the other guy, Ogumaide went to go and talk to him. They asked him to leave him because it could be scenario there. So it's just as if somebody they quarrel with you. You want to go and be asking questions again. What he do now? They leave him. Let him do what he wants to do. He went straight to the tunnel, and when the players went to the dressing room, he left the dressing room. I think probably he went to maybe their hotel and things like that. Let me tell you something. How would I call his character? He's throwing tantrum. And I just believe that with Victor, I know we already, people around him there can talk to him. So I think he would come out and I don't think Victor will apologize. Okay.
You don't think you apologize?
I don't think he will apologize publicly.
It's not publicly now, but to the team.
I think he's going to apologize to the what's it called, to his, to his people, to Lookman, to everybody, to the coach. And it's going to actually what end there. But that apology is like all those type of apology and things like that. So I like Victor Osimhen, and I will still continue to like it. Finally, AyoT, person pikin no feel bad. Don't say go carry the pikin, go meet lion, make lion chop the pikin. No. If you use one hand smack pikin, you use the left hand to draw the pikin back. Victor Osimhen is not playing for Osimhen's family; he's playing for Nigeria, and I think that it will come out good. Victor Osimhen can end up being the top scorer of this AFCON. Never know.
Let's talk about being the top scorer of the AFCON. I said earlier that I think right now, Ademola Lookman is leading the race for player of the tournament. It just depends on who goes further, in my opinion, between Nigeria and Morocco. How do you think Ademola Lookman is doing so far?
Ademola Lookman is taking this AFCON like a house on fire. Just a referee. They are also they are also doing well in their own. But AyoT, without taking sentiment, the control that Lookman is, what he's doing in this AFCON, Brahim Diaz is not doing it. Brahim Diaz is not doing it. I think Lookman is probably actually doing well. But, as you know, Brahim Diaz is also a very good player. There's no disrespect to him, But for me, I just think that, we cannot see. The Nigerian team is so complete. Some Ghanaian people now, they are already lying on the floor, say, hey, Nigeria, somebody's AFCON, they will keep them. This team, AyoT, you have to admire this team. In fact, I'll go and buy maybe a DVD of this game. I'll be watching it anytime Nigeria not do well, so that I can encourage myself. Encourage myself. Yeah.
Okay. I was good. I forgot the question I was going to ask you. Okay, yes. So between Algeria and DR Congo, who would you like to face in the next round?
See, with the way Algeria, I can say Algeria play, I would like to play Algeria. Because all this DR Congo play, VR is not working. I don't want that drama. But for me, I just that DR Congo team, they are coming to prove a point. Don't forget, we still have a court to settle. They're coming to prove a point. So I think it's going to be more of a vengeance. But Algeria issue, our fight is almost 6 years ago. So we don't forgive each other. So we can come and still play like a friendly game, no bitterness. But the one
no, you cannot play a friendly game because the major culprits for that free kick is still in the team. In fact, he's captaining our team now.
Yeah.
So, and you know that we might have forgotten about it, but once that draw is made, that's what everybody's going to start talking about again. Algeria beats Nigeria in 2019. Riyad Mahrez scored a free kick. That's what everybody's going to be talking about again. So it's going to come to the forefront again.
Yeah. But for me, I just say that somebody will don't fight with you for. Though I know that sometimes it might still happen that people don't really forget. But I just think that the Congo is too recent. It's going to be war. In fact, he can even take the CAF president come and set his match. Maybe we go. It will just go and scatter the whole thing. For me, I think the DR Congo game is going to be war. AyoT, it's going to be war. If we play DR Congo in the next game, it's going to be. I think you will feel it. In Ottawa, you will feel it. It's going to be war.
So you rather play Algeria?
I'll play Algeria because I think we can handle them.
Okay, but back to our general prediction. Are we still, now that we have the entire bracket, we're in the quarterfinals, you still think Nigeria is going all the way?
Yeah. I think Eric Chen is correcting everything. any mistake is, so today now, everything was, okay, guys, we have to keep clean sheet. If you have been checking different podcasts, I've been watching African podcast, Ghana podcast and everything. They don't mention
Ghana are doing podcast for AFCON.
Yes, now they don't mention Nigeria. They don't mention Nigeria. They say, oh, a team that scored 8 goals considered 4 goals. The defense is not good. Things like that. They'll be talking about that. But I just think that he's correcting these things, and he's very good that he now has option. Before he didn't have like his trusted ally, like Onyedika can come in now to stabilize the team. Bashiru can come in now to help the team. So we have players that can come in to help the team, and the drop in quality will not be too much. So it's working. So for me, I think that we have the best depth in this team. Don't forget that Morocco lost 2 of their key players. Onai got injured and is probably out of the tournament. I saw him on crutches. And the good thing about it is that Morocco too, well done to them. They didn't announce it on TV media. So these guys are crutches. No press conference, nothing. And see, even on Nigeria now. But I think that we have the best team here, and I think that we might probably face Egypt in the final.
Egypt. Interesting. Okay. Finally, I said that was final one, but I have one more to ask you. My boy that you did not believe in before, he is coming into his own in this AFCON. Bruno Yemechi, from being a passenger throughout the last tournament, he has now collected that starting shirt from Zaidu Sanessi. What do you think about Bruno so far?
I really impressed, and kudos to you. Even when we doubted him, you praised him in our heavens, and I wasn't impressed initially, but I can see that it shows that he played before as a forward player, so he's helping his game. You can see clearly he was drifting wide, he was giving width, doing everything that you expect him to actually do. I'm really impressed with him. I hope he can actually continue. But let's be honest, the weaknesses stay there. When it's 1v1, it's always a problem. But the issue is that you have a Frank Onyeka, but it's always there to actually to help. You have Alex Iwobi that can actually come and cover for him. So for me, I'm really actually happy. It's like a dream Eric Shell's left back. It's more intelligent than the Sanusi. So for me, I'm really, really impressed with Bruno Yemechi.
All right. Thank you very much.
Even your friend, Rafael Onyedika, too, really actually was impressed with him too. I think you will see that some of these players, when they go back to their club, they'll be a better person than this. Of course, you can see clearly. You will see clearly. So, shout out to everybody actually enjoyed. So, really talk off. So we see again. Maybe probably against DR Congo.
Let's see how that. I think that game is on the 10th of January, so we have another 5 days before the next. So there'll be no fatigue, no nothing. Everybody will be able to rest and recover properly. And we're going to have 1 day extra rest than
the DR Congo or Algeria tomorrow. Who do you think will win? DR Congo or Algeria?
It's a tight one. I'm giving Algeria in extra time.
Okay.
I give Algeria an extra time. It's one of those ones like
I just want what I've been helping on this AFCON. The noise makers have been going underground. South Africa, they don't go. So these noise makers, all these fumbo, is what they call it? They should just go. Thank you, AyoT.
All right. Thank you very much, Smilai. Always nice.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. That was Smilai. I'm sure if you guys are on this channel, then you obviously probably know who Smilai is already. But if you are new here, if this is your first time and you're wondering who that is, that's Smilai. You can check out, he has his own channel as well, Gun Football. He's my co-host on the Niger FC podcast. Usually every Monday, but the AFCON has altered our scheduling a little bit. But once the AFCON is over, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. So yes, thank you very much, Smilai. He still believes that we'll go all the way. He wants to face Algeria in the next round. Regardless of who we face, it's going to be an interesting matchup and it's going to be a lot of excitement because we have a score to settle with both of our potential opponents. And then if we win that quarterfinal, let me not get too carried away, but we will now face one of Cameroon or Morocco, which is obviously going to be another big game because if it's Cameroon, we know Niger, Cameroon, our history. We know. And then if it's Morocco, host nation, expected to win the tournament, our path to the final is not easy, but I love it because to be the best, you have to beat the best. Quick super chat comment here. Thank you very much, Sports Grinds. It says, my prayer is that DRC and Algeria should enter extra time so that have to expend themselves a little bit more, and they have to just be a little bit more tired than the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Fantastic one. Thank you to everyone, man. We've been here for over 2 hours, not quite 3 hours today, but I still want to appreciate everybody that has stuck with us. Please, before you go, do me a favor and hit the like button if you have not already done that. Please hit the like button. It does a world of good for the channel, and it's something that I personally strongly appreciate, and I thank you for. Subscribe if you haven't already, and of course feel free to leave super chats or super thanks if you can. That's it. The Super Eagles of Nigeria are through to the quarterfinals of the Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025. I know we're now in January. I did not say it at the start, but happy new year to every single one of you that's watching, man. We all made it to the new year. I pray that everybody has the year of their dreams, more growth, more success, more wins, just more happiness, more joy, good health, and everything that you can potentially wish for. I pray that we get it in this year, 2026. Thank you to everyone that keeps supporting Eagles Tracker. We have big goals for this year, and without your support, we would not be able to achieve those goals. So we really appreciate you for the support. The YouTube channel grew by about 19,000 subscribers in 2025. So in 2026, we want to grow by about 50-ish, probably more, thousand subscribers. And unless you subscribe, unless you share, we wouldn't be able to grow like that. So guys, please, whenever you see our content, hit the like button, share with your friends. Let's get up with you indeed. Spread the good word. Eagles Tracker home of Nigerian football. Let us have some unprecedented growth in 2026. I appreciate every single one of you. My name is AyoT. You can follow us on other social media platforms at Eagles Tracker NG on Instagram, Eagles Tracker on Facebook, at ET Media NG on X, at Eagles Tracker NG on TikTok, the Clock app. It's been a pleasure, guys. I'll see you in my pre-match video before the next game. Once we know our opponents, that will be uploaded probably in 2 days' time. And then, of course, live after the next